Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-February 2022 general tarot reading. It's Raina here, or tarot update, I guess I should say. Oh, we have a couple of cards. And I got these same cards in different positions for another reading. Oops. Put them down here. Ooh, some good final cards. Always thinking of these. It's like this, let me see, I want to keep them so they're more in the camera's range. And I don't know if the focus is all that good, but I'm going to just keep going here. So the heart of the matter, two cards came out at once. The Seven of Swords, this can be some kind of deception that is going on. Sometimes this is you withdrawing so that you can strategize so that other people will not, know what you're up to. So sometimes it can be that as well. And the King of Cups, this is a mature male, emotionally mature male. Could also say water sign. He's got that fish pendant, so maybe it's a Pisces. But the other water signs are Cancer and Scorpio. And this can be like a father figure, a mentor, a spiritual advisor, a boss who is very sympathetic. And, if you've been having some problems at work with somebody who is trying to take credit for what you're doing, or other kinds of sketchy activities like doing things behind your back. Also, this can be cheating. Maybe you're going to marital counseling for your partner's cheating. In the past position, we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, you see how the woman is clutching that coin purse. And, it's a similar theme to the Rider-Waite deck. The illustration of Pamela Coleman Smith is kind of that same clutching. So sometimes it can be that the person is holding on maybe too tightly to the money, but sometimes there's a good reason for it. And I almost suspect the theft, because the Seven of Swords can be theft, that somebody is taking from you. I was even thinking of an inheritance situation. Maybe you have a sibling who is taking from the rest of them, or if you are the one who is the odd person out. The King of Cups could be the father who has passed. And maybe you had a special relationship with him, and that's why this sibling had problems with that. There's a jealousy. And this could also be a second family situation where the father married twice, or, if it's the mother and the stepfather, I don't know. There's so many configurations these days, but you get the drift. The higher message is the Six of Swords, which is the moving away from the stress or the what do you call it? Not stress, the strife, but drama of a situation. And these crows represent that in this deck, and they deal with swords. And I think it's like the thoughts, the negative thoughts or communication, the vibes even. And you're trying to get away from, or this is the spiritual messages, don't immerse yourself in other people's negativity. If you are in this situation, you may have things you have to do, but you don't have to. You can be like the lotus that remains pure and untainted even when it's immersed in the mud. If you've ever seen the lotus, I don't know if lotuses are always white in color. I think they might be different colors. And I remember I actually saw a pond with some lotus flowers, and it's so beautiful because the way that they, open up and stuff. But they're sometimes the pond is pretty full of muck, and they seem to rise above it. So you be like the lotus. And it's also choosing peace. You can choose peace. You don't have to get in the fray with those people. What crosses you is the Empress card, and this is a card that is connected to the mother, to the this is an abundance card. So that might be speaking of some issue that involves money, but I think that with the Empress, this could be a woman who is very greedy, and that's why I'm wondering if this is a second family situation, like with a stepmother type of thing, who might be controlling your father, and he might be very accepting and allowing that person to dominate him. Usually the King of Cups, though, is, because he's emotionally mature, he's not going to be a doormat necessarily, but it could just be the king could just represent that this is an older male, water sign male, or male that has that kind of a passive disposition where he might allow somebody else to dominate him. And because of that, you have to deal with this kind of treacherous energy. What is coming in, you had two great final cards. So I have a feeling that you're going to do quite well. We have coming in the Ten of Cups. This is a card of family harmony. By the way, if you're dealing with like a cheating situation, this could be, representing the person that he's cheating with. And this card, the Empress, is connected to Venus, but this is the negative feminine energy, using a woman using sexuality as kind of a way to lure a man, and even if the woman knows that the man is married or taken, she may be trying to prove her own appeal by choosing somebody that is a greater challenge or whatever, if she just happens to want that person. And this is like saying that that the family will be happy no matter what. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to be like, oh, good, he's going to come back to me, or he's going to stop cheating. It's like that kind of person you may not be able to trust. But you can, maybe if you are going to counseling, you're able to keep everything happy. This is a card of happily ever after. It may be that you've had to remove yourself from a situation because you're trying to protect your children, or even your own financial well-being. If you're with somebody who is a taker, an exploiter. And then we have the outcome card, the Chariot, which is a card, there's a lot going on. The horses of duality, the black and white horses representing the two extremes of nature, the duality of life. And the chariot rider, he's got the reins of the horse, and he's in the middle. So that equanimity, no matter what is happening, you are balanced. You're not going too far in one direction or the other, and you can, that's how you achieve your aim. And so there's a victory. Sometimes this can be a card of a new vehicle, but that's not necessarily connected to the rest of this reading, or it can be a card of travel. And that the Six of Swords can be about relocating. And it might be that you are surrounded by people that do not have your best interests at heart, and you feel that they're sucking you into their drama. So, an example would be family members. Now, obviously, you don't want to move away just to get to escape other people, because that's not coming from a position of power. But a lot of times it can be a practical thing. If you already were wanting to move, it can kind of make sense. So being able to see it from that point of view can make it easier to make that decision. But yeah, it's and also this is a card of Cancer. So if this is, you're dealing with a Cancer person, then maybe that is confirming that this is the person you're meant to be with, that other person, if you've been alone for a while, or if that's somebody else that you have been with who is untrustworthy. Oh my goodness, I've got a frog in my throat. Okay, well, I hope that you enjoyed this. I was going to say Cancer, Sagittarius. If you would like a personal reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.